Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Today we're looking at two officers, Officer Colt and Officer Travis Worley, who thought no one caught their attack on an innocent man, but a home surveillance camera saved the victim. The cops tried to charge him with lies that would have sent him to jail for a long time, ruining someone's life because you're a tyrant pig.
I stopped at a stop sign right here on 3rd Street, and I noticed the officer behind me way before I even stopped.
Chris Cordero was driving to Publix February 8th to pick up medicine for his young son when Lake Wales police officer Colt Black pulled him over. Unbeknownst to the officer, a camera across the street captured it all.
I get out the vehicle to ask him what's going on because, he's been following me for a while.
Cordero stands by his car for more than 20 seconds, but Officer Black's report says Cordero immediately exited the driver door and began to charge towards my patrol vehicle.
It says right here in this report this officer filed in the court that you came at him with clenched fists.
That's absolutely not true.
Officer Black approaches Cordero 30 seconds later.
He sucker punched me from the back right here, cracked a piece of my tooth out. I landed on the ground.
Moments later, Officer Travis Worley arrives. It's hard to see exactly what happens next, but you can make out a struggle behind the car.
They both jumped on me and beat me up really bad.
In the report, Officer Black says he delivered an elbow strike to the left side of Cordero's head because he thought he was reaching for a weapon. In the complaint Cordero filed, he said Worley used a racist slur.
I've never heard that terminology in my life.
Cordero was charged with resisting arrest, assault on a law enforcement officer, and making a death threat to a law enforcement officer. When he bonded out of jail the next day, he went door to door in the neighborhood until he found the footage. After Cordero shared the footage with police, Officer Black wrote in another report, "I believe my perception was altered due to the high stress of the incident."
He requested an interview with the police chief, but he declined, citing an ongoing internal investigation. In an emailed statement, the department confirmed that Colt Black resigned effective February 10th and that Travis Worley had been placed on administrative station duty.
The I-team has uncovered both officers have been previously investigated. 2 complaints against Black were investigated and closed without any action taken because the investigator found he did not violate policy. Black was disciplined in 2018 for an unauthorized vehicle pursuit. Worley, named Officer of the Year in 2019 and past president of the Lake Wales Police Officers Association, has been the subject of 4 citizen complaints and 2 internal investigations, including 2 allegations he used racial slurs. The president of the Police Benevolent Association said Worley was cleared in both instances. In this complaint, the Lake Wales High School principal emailed the police chief about Worley, alleging he used a racial slur in front of students, saying, quite simply, he is not the same caliber as the other officers I know are, not even close. The complaint was investigated by the deputy chief, but no wrongdoing was substantiated. Worley was also the subject of an internal investigation after an African-American female officer accused him of using a racial slur while on a call. The report says investigators were unable to prove if a racial slur was used by Officer Worley, but investigators found evidence Worley used multiple profane words while in a heated argument. He was suspended for 8 hours without pay in 2020. Worley defended himself, writing, "More than ample opportunities were given for someone to provide evidence of me being racist, with negative results."
The cops stopped the car for no apparent reason and immediately sucker punched the guy from behind, but in his statement he said that the guy got out of his car and ran right for him, but the video shows that it was all a lie. Cops get away with this all the time. How many people are in jail because the police lying on sworn statement? There needs to be tougher laws about police officers lying on statements and in court. Right now, they usually get paid vacation. This man was lucky that all this was caught on camera and that the person with the cameras welcomed him into his home and showed it to him. The officer requested to me that I go to the back of the car and put my hands on the trunk because he wants to search me for weapons, the victim said. He sucker punched me from the back, right here, cracked a piece of my tooth. I landed on the ground. The parrot pig ended up resigning after the video came out, but the racist pig fought his charges. The guy has so many complaints against him for using racial slurs, and he shows off saying none of them stuck. Officer Black changed his statements afterwards, saying that the stress of the incident had clouded his memory. I don't see much stress here. The guy had his hands on the trunk of the car, but the officer claimed PTSD was the reason his perception was altered. Black's therapist wrote a letter to the investigator saying the altered perception Black experienced during the traffic stop was not in any way an act of negligence on his part. The district attorney said he won't pursue charges against the two cops or the victim. They get away with beating a man, then charging him with something that could have sent him to jail for years. What do you think cops should have gotten? Let me know in the comments. Check out my Patreon where for $1 a month you can get my videos a week in advance with other perks coming. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.